Hello my lovely ladies, fuck, how do I keep screwing up my intro? Hello my lovely ladies, welcome to Angel Talks. I am Angel, welcome back if you're here all the time. And today I'm doing a Q&A session. There's nothing really more to say other than thank you for your questions. It's quite funny, I actually received way more than I expected. So those of you who actually left me questions, thank you very much. I'm not going to name names just in case the people don't want their names said, but so I'm going to start with more vanilla questions and work my way up to some of the other questions that you guys asked me. Like I said, you could ask me anything. I will have to obviously because I have them all here on my iPad, so I will have to every now and then just swipe between them just to see which one has to go next. To be fair, I might just do each screen, but each one. So okay, so first things first, I do not have a shout out today, which is strange because, well, none of you really know this, but today's my shout out day. Thursday will now be my shout out days. I do have someone in mind, but I just need their permission first, so I will be DMing you soon. And without any more rambling, I'm just going to answer your questions that you have for me. There won't be any jump cuts because I seriously can't be bothered to edit this. The only thing I will edit out is me fucking up my intro in the beginning. Yes, I do that. And also, if you've clocked my hair, it's because I've just washed it in yeah, I decided just to sit down, film this as just normal me because newsflash, as you can tell, my room's not tidy, and I'll get to that at the end of the video. So without further ado, my first question that I was asked is it true that you can solve a Rubik's Cube? And I know who wrote this, and even though I can see their name, I knew who it was the second I read that. Because little do you guys know, I actually read the question before I read who put it, and yes, I can solve a Rubik's Cube. So I learned one day because one, it was stressing me the fuck out, and two, because I was a bit bored. So at the end of this, I might just solve one for you just to show you, but yeah, that's something that you guys can know about me now. I can solve Rubik's Cubes. Not to show off, but I can solve a Rubik's Magic, a Pyraminx and a Rubik's Revenge along with a Rubik's Void. I haven't tried anything else, but I've tried them 5, I think that it was, yeah. But so yeah, my next one was when are you getting married? And I love this question because I get to talk about this. But me and Freddie were talking about dates, and we were thinking 28th of October 2021, but then we said because of the uncertainty now, we're going to instead book our date for 2022, so we don't know yet. But next year we will be going on holiday to Benidorm during the half term, so that would be really nice. So the next one was, what other videos are you going to be posting? Have you got any ideas? Yes, I do. My main ideas are, me and Freddie are going to film one tomorrow, which if everything goes well should be up on Saturday or maybe even tomorrow night. But me and him are going to film one together tomorrow, and that will be about embarrassing stories, and we're also going to film another one, and you'll get to know the topic of that. That will be the part 2 of the other video that I done on lingerie confidence. I'm also going to do one on my Halloween party, which is quite strange. I'm going to ask the people who went's permission to share some of the funny things that happened, and I also plan on doing a lot more, but at the moment my ideas are just flowing and I can't exactly, well, I'm just one of the people who has the idea then does the video. So the next one I had was, what college do you go to or what job do you have? So I currently don't have a job, but I work for my mum. Well, at least she likes it. Well, I do. So that might sound strange to some of you. My mum is a manager in a shop, but I don't work in the shop because legally I'm not allowed to. I work at home, and strangely enough, I get a list of jobs in the morning. For example, tidy your room, which that's not going too fucking well, I can tell you that now. So tidy your room is my main agenda right now, which is what's going to happen tomorrow. So that might actually be a video coming up as well, by the way. And then like hoover, clean the bathroom, anything you can think of, she'll write it on there, and I've got to clean it. Anything other than her room, she doesn't really say her room that much unless it's the washing needs putting away. So I work for her. I'm on like £5 an hour, so it's not that bad. So if I done all my jobs in a day, say I had 3 jobs, that's 15, and then in a week, if I have 3 jobs a day for a week, so that's 3 times 7, well sorry, that is, yeah, that's 3 times 7, which is 21, and 21 times 5, which is £105 a week is what I earn. So I have it good, I won't say anything else. Then I've got someone didn't mean to vote, sorry. I know who you are, and it's okay, you didn't need to vote. It's fine, you don't need to worry about that. And then the last one on this page, I really should have bought a drink in, is can you do more sex education videos because they're really helpful? Yes, I can. I'm going to, like, every single morning, well, depending on when I wake up, because I'm going to do another video on my sleep schedule as well and talk about that, because I know that I'm not the only one who suffers with what's going on right now. But yeah, that will be coming soon. Is every morning now when I wake up, I'm going to put on my Angel Talk story just a little questions bar, like I done for this video, where you can tell me what you want to see and give me a specific topic. So for example, yes, I can do more sex education videos, but what kind of sex education do you need? So yeah, that's something that I would suggest for you. Just give me the topic that you want and I'll make a thing about it. So what made you start YouTube was one that came up quite a bit. So I kind of got into this in my first fashion video, but I'll just say it now. I have 3 younger nieces. They don't watch this channel, but anyway, they're all around the same age, and the way that they interact is so lovely, it's so cute. But they always had each other to go to, but in some cases I know that's not possible because some people are only child, or sometimes the age gap is very big, like me and my sister. As I have already said, my sister's 35 and I'm 17, so that's an 18-year gap, and it was quite difficult growing up because obviously when she was my age, well, she was older. Well, when she was my age I wasn't here, but when she was 18 I was born, so obviously I haven't really had her to sort of talk to as much, because like I didn't really grow up, well, I grew up with her but I didn't grow up next to her like the 3 nieces did. And looking at the way that they talk to each other and how, like, a very specific story, I'm going to tell this story because my sister wants this to be an aware thing as well. My niece was coming out of school, and 2 seconds, I got something in my mouth. Sorry, I had like hair in my mouth. I didn't want to swallow it, I'm sorry. But so at traffic lights, my sister was crossing the road, and what always happens is she walks half the way with my sister, my youngest niece walks half the way with my sister and her sister, and then she'll run the other half because she's allowed to. But on this particular day, a taxi driver came speeding around the corner, and she wasn't hit, but she almost was. They were about that far away from my youngest niece, and my sister screamed fucking stop, and was banging on his bonnet and having a go at him. The passenger in the car was furious at him as well, got out the car, and then my oldest niece ran round the corner because she had the day off, and she said, Mum, what's wrong? And she said, this bloke almost hit your little sister. And then my oldest niece was shouting at this taxi driver, and that's what really prompted me to come on here, because my older sister was like that for me, and I was never an older sister, and don't get me wrong, I wouldn't have had that any other way, because like a younger version, no thank you. I wouldn't have been able to deal with that. But now that I know that people are only children, or the age gap was too big, or they're the oldest, I realised that not everyone has someone to go to, and not everyone has the same experiences I did or that my nieces did. And I really just want to be the older sister you never had, to let you know that things are okay, that everything that you're experiencing right now is fine. It's you, not me. Like, for example, I know someone who they really needed to be validated and told that everything that they were feeling was fine, but they never had anyone to tell them that. So they always just thought that something was wrong when it wasn't. They were all just, it was, everything that they were going through was normal. For example, with Carrie, her mum never told her what a period was, and no one in her school wanted to tell her. And I want to be the person to tell you about things and to tell you about them, educate you, and to let you know that it's okay to want to learn. So that's enough of that, but I've just spoken for ages about that one question, but that's my answer. My next question was, what are you doing at college? So I was doing level 3 music performance. I am a singer. Very loosely I use that term. I am a singer. I managed to get into the course I wanted. I got in, went and done it, and then I was the same as what I was like in school. And if you didn't really know me in school, which, well, some of you probably didn't, I was very depressed in school. I'm going to make a video called Angel Talks about my scars, but I have scars on my arms because I used to cut my arms up, and I was nearing that point of doing that again, and I couldn't do it anymore, so I had to leave. But that was this year, and I'm hoping to go back next year and blow them away. So yeah. Okay, my next one was, are you thinking about moving out with your fiance? Yes, I am. He not to badmouth his parents, but he doesn't really get on with his parents as such, so we can't wait to move in together. We've actually started looking, but obviously we can't move out until we're 18. Well, he can move here, and he's thinking about that definitely. So yeah, definitely. There are a few more on there, but for now I'm just going to skip past those and do some other ones. So, right. Where did you get your ring from? Well, where did Freddie get your ring from? By the way, I love it. Thank you very much. So my ring, if you didn't watch the video, this is custom made. I personalised it myself, didn't bat an eyelid. It's from a company called Julia, and that is spelled Jeulia. And they sell very beautiful jewellery, so that's where I got that from. Thank you for the compliment. What are your fave Netflix movies? So I don't really watch movies on Netflix. The things that I do, well, I've watched 50 Shades of Grey. I can't say that out loud because my mum's out there. I have the book as well, which is quite funny. And I've watched that, so that is quite a good film, but I'm telling you now, that doesn't depict anything that is actually done, if that makes sense, and I'll talk more about that in another video. But I have favourite TV shows. One of them is RuPaul's Drag Race, and I also like All Stars, RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars. It's brilliant, I love it. Because I was never really educated on the world of drag, but then as I watched it I wanted to educate more, so that's what I done. And yeah, that's that. Okay, so welcome back. As you've all probably just clocked me, I have actually just had to cut because My phone was playing up. So the next question is, how long have you and Freddie been together? Me and Freddie have been together for a year and almost 2 months. We've known each other for 4 years now, but we knew each other 3 years before we got together. So that's that question. Are you thinking about moving in with your fiance? Yes, we are. He doesn't necessarily get on with his parents at the moment, not to badmouth them, they're lovely, but him and them don't really get on as much as they used to, so he's thinking about moving in here with us. There are obviously a few other questions, as I said, on that page, but we'll come back to those in a bit. Moving on, what did yours and his parents say about your engagement? So here comes the tea. My parents were fine with us getting promised and engaged. His parents, on the other hand, were a bit sceptical, and it really annoyed me. But yeah, everything's okay, but it could be a bit better, if that makes sense. They didn't take it horribly and they didn't take it well. So, when are you and Freddie thinking about getting married? We were going to get married in 2021, but instead we're now thinking 2022 because of all the uncertainty in the world. We don't want to book our marriage and then all of a sudden get it cancelled because, like, Corona. So yeah. So someone also said to me, how did you meet Freddie? I met Freddie, I met him online. He told me that he'd read what school I went to and he went to the same school, and he thought that I was in his year, because he had a girl who looked like me in his year, so he added me, and it turns out I wasn't her, but me and him started talking after that. Okay, so getting more into the aspects that other people have asked me about. So the first one is, do you like roleplay? Yes, I do, to be honest. I'm a bit freaky. I enjoy a bit of the roleplay. I'm going to go into that soon as well, so don't worry. We do age play as well, which I'll go on to in a bit. Then this person's also written, do you think name calling during sex is necessary? No. I don't think that you have to moan the other one's name. I think that I just don't think it's necessary. Like, if they moan someone else's name, that's what I think is fucking necessary, that they know who they're dating. But as for anything else, no, I don't think that anything is necessary, to be fair. Like, I don't think that Freddie saying my name or me saying Freddie's name is any different to not, if that makes sense. Then there was, how are you so confident talking about your sex life? So the reason I'm confident about talking about my sex life is because it's a natural thing, and even though most of my sex life is private, I'm just gonna let you know that, because like obviously I'm not telling you the days it's happened, I'm not telling you obviously I am telling you the things that we do, but I'm not telling you like in depth. I'm just going into certain things. But so yeah, that the reason I'm so open is because if I don't do that, then who is? Like, there are plenty of other YouTubers online who will do the same as what I do, but I'm so open about my sex life because I'm here to help someone. Like, I'm here to help you guys, and at the end of the day, in order to help you, I need to be open and honest. And if I'm not being open and honest, then I don't have a career as such. Like, there's no point me trying to help someone if I'm not being totally honest with that person. That's how I'm so and the confidence just comes from the fact that it's not dirty to do, and it's something lovely. So that's how I get my confidence. And also Freddie does give his permission. Just to make that clear, he does give his permission all the time for me to make videos like this. Do you talk dirty in sex? Yes, we do. Sometimes. We don't do it that often. We used to do it, well, we don't really do it that often, but there is sometimes a bit of teasing or dirty talk beforehand or during, and it's quite funny. But the only problem is we can't take each other seriously when we do it, so we end up a little bit like laughy, and that's really annoying. But yeah. Okay, so do you use sex toys? So during BDSM, I don't know what your definition of a sex toy is, but we use floggers, we use whips, we use handcuffs, we use blindfolds, which are tight. Well, they're BDSM gear, not sex toys really. As for sex toys, I have one vibrator, which he uses on me sometimes as well. I highly recommend. It was £10 on sale from Ann Summers, and it retails at 20, but I got it on sale. If I make some friends and the person who answered this happens to become my friend, I will show you it and I will recommend it. But yeah, I highly recommend it. It comes with like 10 vibrations and everything, so that's good. Have you ever tried anal? If you have, do you like it? I tried it once, and I'll tell you now, it's very painful. If you haven't done it anyways. It is very painful. Did I enjoy it? No, because like it happened for like 2 seconds and I didn't even have a chance to tell. All I know is that it hurt and I said fuck off. So that's what happened there. And then last one is what makes you like BDSM. So in case you don't know, BDSM is bondage, submission, bondage. Right, 2 seconds. Let me Google this because I used to know it, but bondage, discipline, dominance, submission, sadism, and masochism, whatever that said. So I like BDSM because I like the feeling of being controlled, and that is going to sound so strange to everyone, but that there. So the idea of being tied up always used to like thrill me. I first noticed that I liked being, well, one of my exes liked very rough sex, and he was very rough, I will be honest, and I realised I like rough sex then as well, but he used to tie me down, he used to leave bruises and everything, and then I realised I liked it, and it turns out that some of the stuff that we were doing was actually a part of BDSM called punishment, and me and Freddie started getting into that, and we started realising that we liked it, and I realised that I was a sub / dominatrix, and he realised that he was a dominant and a sub at the same time, so we alternate between who's the sub and who is the dom, and that is quite fun to do. If anyone has any questions about that, by the way, I'll be glad to answer them, and also if you want a video on that, I'll be glad to do that as well. But yeah, that's why, well, why do I like BDSM? So I've already explained the reason why I like it. I've never actually known. It was just something that I liked. I guess it's because, it's not because I like pain either. Like, a lot of people think that it's just because we're sick in the head and we like pain. I don't necessarily like pain, it's just the thrill of it, if that makes sense. Like, you don't know what's going to happen next. It keeps you, it's like you're watching this film and it's amazing and it's got you on the edge of your seat, you're wondering what's going to happen, and it's like a thrill fair, like it's like an adrenaline rush, and it feels so, there you go, that's what it's like, and that's why I like it. It's because it's not so much to deal with the bruises and everything like that, it's like it's so thrilling, and it's like, oh my god, what's going to happen next, oh I didn't expect that, oh, and like that's why I like it, I guess. As for like any other questions, there weren't any, so that's pretty much the end of the video. Sorry about the cut halfway through. My phone decided it was going to play up, and I also needed to go make some tea. Let me know if you want to see me so rude. No. Let me know if you want a video done more on base with any of these questions in the comment section. I'm going to message someone now. You asked the most questions is what I'm going to say, and hopefully you know who you are because you asked me loads of those questions. I'm going to message you and ask you a couple questions, and in the next video you will be getting a shout out because you're very faithful, and even if you're watching these for a laugh, I don't blame you because I do the same. But yeah, so well, see you next time. I'm going to enjoy my tea and some chocolate, and I'm going to message my friends, and I'm going to message this person. I hope you have an amazing day, night, wherever you are. Like, I don't know who watches this, it might be daytime where you are right now, but I hope that you have an amazing evening. I hope that if you're going to bed right now, you have sweet dreams and a good night. Sorry this is a late one. I just thought winding down for the evening, just come and have a chill with me, answer some questions, have a little chat, and then I'll see you in the next video. Bye.